CMC reported to us that they had a container that they thought was suspected of explosive material, and we have confirmed that we also suspected explosive material. And so out of an abundance of caution, we are requiring everyone within a 3,000-foot perimeter to evacuate. I've been in touch with neighborhood leaders, pastors, city council members from this area to make sure everybody knows that this is out of an abundance of caution. We know there are a lot of people who have mobility issues and may not have a safe place to go. So we are working with the CAT bus system, with the Red Cross, and with other entities to make sure everybody has a place to go. The immediate shelter site is the Jacob building. I've talked to some neighbors in the Lonsdale community and said if they know neighbors who need help, to help them, but if they can't help them, to tell someone in a uniform that someone at such and such address or apartment needs some help getting to the Jacob building or some other safe location. AMR is here in case people who have health conditions that make it hard for them to move need extra support. So we're committed to getting people safely evacuated, and we appreciate everybody's cooperation. Also, of course, our fire department is here, our police officers are here. We have an explosive team that is highly trained and has equipment to handle this kind of thing, but we want to get everybody out of the area first.
You said that the device is perhaps at the CMC recycling plant, is that correct?
Yes.
And do we know what it is and who is there checking?
No.
I'm happy to share more of those details.
This is Scott Erlin?
Yeah, I'm happy to share more of those details of where we're at right now. So the current situation is the evacuation process is ongoing with KPD officers, KFD firefighters, and with the assistance of THP deputies. As you understand, as you all know, we're trying to evacuate approximately a 3,000 square foot perimeter. As the mayor indicated, the initial call was from the CMC recycling. The employees that reported that they had found a box that possibly contained explosives. When they went to open that box to their normal procedures, they discovered it potentially had explosives, and then they notified us. As the mayor indicated, we have since verified that we also believe this contains potential explosives. The problem that we have right now is the box is smoking. So for the bomb squad, we're kind of in a wait and see mode, because anything the bomb squad does has the potential to upset that box. So the main priority right now is the evacuations, and those efforts are ongoing with KPD, KFD, and THP.
Scott, is the bomb squad there right now trying to find it? Well, they found the device, but are they trying to defuse it?
Well, that's what I was saying, is right now the bomb squad is on the inner perimeter, what we would call. They're much closer to this situation. They have flown a drone in, at least one drone in, to try to get a better initial assessment of what they're dealing with right here. And based on that initial assessment, though they have not been able to with 100% certainty confirm what is in the box, we're operating under the assumption and based on their initial assessment that it is explosives.
What does CMC recycling do?
I'm not familiar with what CMC recycling does.
They recycle steel.
Steel, they recycle steel.
And Scott, are you saying there are human eyes on it at this point, or are we still seeing things through a robot, through a drone or something
Well,
else?
again, the situation is a little bit volatile because the box is smoking. So we're trying to manage that situation from a distance.
3,000 feet, that's a long way.
Well, we're much closer than 3,000 feet. Our bomb squad is in that inner perimeter.
And Scott, do you have a progress update on how many people you've been able to get out of the area so far?
I don't know that right now, but we'll get those numbers to you in terms of how many people might have been evacuated in the course of the situation.
So I think two messages that I want to underscore is the importance to evacuate, and that this is an accidental incident where explosives might be have inappropriately disposed of, and so I just want people to know that too. This is a dangerous thing, but this is not something that we need to be overly alarmed with. So people on the perimeter need to evacuate. We'll help them do so, and then our professionals will try to deal with the explosives if that is indeed what they are.
And do we have an update on how long it will take to actually make contact with CMC Recycling and get to that area?
We do believe, like we said, this is going to be a prolonged event. We don't know how long that could be, but it could certainly be an overnight event.
Are you in communication with them right now, trying to get a timeline of this?
Communication with them in terms of a timeline of
like
with
when
CMC.
this came to their attention, like.
Well, they notified us when it came to their attention.
They called 911.
Yeah, they called 911 when it came to their attention. And again, to reiterate what the mayor said, we do not believe, we have no indication that this is anything malicious, or that they were going through their supplies and materials on site, didn't know what was inside the box, opened the box to their normal procedures, and they discovered what they believe were these possible explosives.
Just to clarify, are you guys saying that no action will be taken until most of the perimeter is cleared, or is it?
The main priority right now is the evacuations, and that's why we are urging residents to evacuate the scene, because again, we're dealing with a box that is smoking.
Okay, so this box, you're saying this box was not delivered. They went through, they were going through their supplies and found it in the area?
Correct. Yeah, we have no indication at all that this was anything malicious in terms of that it was delivered or dropped off. This was already on site. Supplies that they had that, as the mayor said, were likely improperly disposed of or improperly handled.
And just to clarify, so the bomb squad is waiting to get closer or look at it until to give people more time to evacuate?
Again, priority number one is to get everybody evacuated, right? Because the box is smoking, and the concern is that any actions they could take at this point have the potential to aggravate the situation.
Guys, again, clarifying. So I'm seeing hazmat unit, fire truck, mobile command center. What is the collaboration that is going on right now with all these assets out
We
there?
operate what's called a unified command. So we have a commander from the police department, a commander from the fire department. We have our local EMA. They're all together, working together to make decisions on the things that we should do. How we should go about the evacuation. AMR is there with us as well. Who we should be moving out, when we should move people. And then they're also talking about the next steps for the bomb squad as they progress through and what they suspect they need to do next. So it's a collaboration amongst all the agencies. It takes a lot of people to make something like this flow effectively and safely. It's a very slow process too. Nobody's going to move in quickly and grab the box and leave, right? So everybody wants to be on the same page. We want to make sure that this is done as safely as possible.
Mayor, anything else?
Yeah, I would just add to all those who are evacuating. This is hard things for many people to leave their homes, but we're doing it to be safe. We hope that that they'll be able to return home shortly, and also, even though it's an inconvenience, at least we are in daylight and we have good weather, and we have a lot of people here to support them. So thanks to everybody for evacuating, and I want to invite, encourage the whole community to follow City of Knoxville, the police, the fire, on our social media, in addition to following what you all share, to get the most up-to-date and accurate information.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Hey, this is Don Dare. Let me speak to whomever is going to be doing the 6. We do not have editing here, so you were rolling back there, and you're going to have to pull some sound because I can't pull it.